Darren Moore is a tactical genius. Pochettino did not have a clue yet again. Now, I haven't done any of these like sit down videos for a long while now, and I wasn't really planning on making any other videos until the season ended, but I felt like this one is needed, to be honest. So, welcome back to the channel. I'm Achillea. If you don't mind subscribing down below, I'm very close to 9,000. I was aiming for 10,000 for the end of the season, but I'm not really going to upload any more videos because of uni. So if I could get to 9,000 before the season ends, that would be fantastic. Now, this is going to be a bit of a rant because we just lost to West Brom 1-0. I can tell you after the first 5 to 10 minutes, you could work out what West Brom were doing and what Darren Moore has set in place for West Brom. And oh my God, it was so clever. Maybe not like so clever, like it's kind of something you would have expected from that kind of team. But for them to pull it off was... In a preview that I sent before to the West Brom channel, I said that it's going to be 3-1 Spurs. We're going to steamroll over them because they need to attack, because they need a win, otherwise they're relegated. After 10 minutes, you could actually work out how they were going to get that win, and it was not really what I thought. I thought they were going to attack throughout the whole game, and I thought that would make it easy for us. But what he did was so clever. West Brom sat back and defended for about 85 minutes of this game. You could tell that they weren't going to even try and attack. They had Rondon up front, but all they were doing is having about 10 of the men behind the ball, held their shape really well, to be fair to them, and they would just lump the ball up and hopefully Rondon can get there, maybe win a foul here and there, which they actually managed to get because Sanchez didn't have the best of games. He did okay, but not the best of games. So they did that for 85 minutes, and I've said this so many times. You think back to the game, Swansea at Wembley, West Ham at Wembley. There were a couple of teams early in the season that if they just sat back and defended the whole game, we were never gonna score against them. We don't know, I've said this too many times, we don't know how to break down the team that just sits back and doesn't attack. All we end up doing is just passing the ball right to left, every now and again throw a cross in, it gets headed out, right to left, again and again and again, and it's just infuriating because we're not really creating much a lot of these times. All we were doing for a lot of the first half mainly was putting crosses in, not bad crosses, but crosses into the box. I swear to God, every single time it was a Hegazi header clearance. I didn't see anything else happen, and then it would just go back to one of our players. It go back and forth, back and forth. I mean, Vertonghen spent the whole of that half in their half, not ours. It kind of just showed you where we were going. As one of these games was just possession football all the way. There were, apart from like a 5-minute spell, 10-minute spell where Harry Kane had a couple of chances, there weren't that many that we were making clear for ourselves. Another one was also Lamela being one-on-one after beautiful like one-touch football between Vertonghen and Dele. Dele volleying it through to Lamela, who of course doesn't do anything with it. We'll get onto Lamela in a second. So they just defend at 85 minutes. Then what he does, he brings on Chadley and Sturridge, some very, very attacking players towards the end of the game, and that's it. They bum rushed the last like 5-10 minutes. I mean, they got 5 minutes added on through injuries and stuff, so that gave them that extra boost to keep going, and obviously a little scuff in the box, and Livermore puts it in the back of the net. 1-0 West Brom. Now, it just infuriates me because you could, like I said, you could see this throughout the whole game, and I tweeted before, as soon as we put out that team, I was fuming with Poch. How many times? We are not in any cup competitions left. There's only 3 games left of the season. Play your first team every single game. The team that played against Watford should have been the team that played against West Brom today. Not starting Danny Rose and going 3 at the back, which we haven't done for over half a season now. Lamela ahead of Son, which is one stupid anyway, but even if Son's out of form, when Mora came on, he looked a billion times better than Lamela. Poch, bruv, just give Mora a chance. He looks so much better than them. His burst of pace, his skillfulness, he won so many fouls and actually went into the box rather than going left and right, compared to what Lamela can do, who literally just ball rolls his way around the pitch and then gets bodied off the ball. So I think today Poch had it tactically all wrong. It's not to say that Rose and or Alderweireld that had a bad game. They didn't. It's just don't mess around with it. We have a system that's worked for this second half of the season. Stick with it. There's only 3 games left. No need to change that. And then we get on to typical in-game management issues that Poch has. What I don't understand is why you bring in Son on for Dele Alli as the first thing, when you can clearly see that Lamela was the massive issue for us in the first half and up until the substitution, because he hardly did anything. He won the ball back a couple of times, but he lost it many more. He tried to skill his way past people, and his passing was not on point at all. So you take him off for Son, which is what it should have started as anyway. Dele Alli should have still been on that pitch, because despite he's the skillful player on our team that can actually pull it off. and he did pull it off a few times as well. So it just completely baffles me as to how we even... I don't understand what goes through Poch's head sometimes. Unbelievable coach, fantastic coach. When it comes to these kind of games, he does not know how to select the team. It is so obvious that you just pick your first team and that's it, you're done with it. You cruise control, win the game, then make the substitutions early to bring on the players once you're 3-4-0 up. Now we're sitting here in squeaky bum time, hoping that Liverpool now beat Chelsea so that Chelsea don't catch up to us. And now we have to beat Newcastle and Leicester to not sweat. I don't know, it's seeing this, and the fact that I wasn't surprised because all the tweets that you can see that I put out saying that this is a joke of a team to start with and it's just a muck around. And I've got to give massive praise again to Darren Moore because his tactical play throughout this whole game was quality, and the fact that he's beaten us, beaten Man United, come back against Liverpool and is unbeaten as a manager just shows a lot about his character and how he's changing West Brom. If I do not see our first team starting against Newcastle, or no, I think it's Wednesday, there's going to be some serious words, and you might even see another one of these. But please leave comments down below what you thought. You might think something different, but that was my take on the game. Like the video, I guess, share it with other people. Let's get the conversation going. Does Poch really know what he's doing when it comes to team selection and substitutes? I'm a bit hazy with that. I'm not too sure. Will we get Champions League football? That's another massive question. Anyway, subscribe down below. Help me get to 9,000 subscribers. See you guys next time. Peace.